Cancer, this is not a drill, okay? We are stepping into March with intense cosmic shifts. Venus is retrograde, Mercury is entering Aries, and we're about to experience not one, not two, but 4 Hellenistic void of course moons this month, y'all. That is almost unheard of because normally we see once or twice a year, but this month, y'all, we're getting 4. I feel like the universe is definitely making a statement, okay? And with this eclipse season that's creeping in, things are about to get real, all right? So if you've been feeling on edge, like something big is brewing, trust me, Cancer, you are right. This is a week that could set the tone for the rest of your year. So I need you to listen closely because I'm about to break down how these transits will impact you as a Cancer, what you need to watch out for, and how to navigate these wild energies without losing your mind, okay? Welcome back to the Cancerian Vibe. I am the Boss Lady B. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, you guys, this is your safe space for weekly tarot, astrology, and spiritual guidance tailored just for my Cancer placements, okay? Because let's be real, no one rides these emotional waves like we do, Cancer. All right, but let's talk a little bit about the astrology for the week ahead and why this week is going to be a game changer for you, okay? Like I said, March 1st, Venus already went retrograde. And as we start the week, March 3rd, Mercury is going to enter Aries, okay? So this is going to be like a light of... Is this gonna put a little light of fire under you, okay? Under your thoughts, under your words, okay? Because this is that Aries fiery energy. Mercury is a planet of communication, all right? Mercury in Aries makes communication very much bold, very direct, and you know, it can sometimes be a little too blunt. All right, so be mindful of how you express yourself this week because what you say now could have lasting consequences, okay? Do not let frustration get the best of you, but also don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. And if y'all were tuned in on a channel, y'all probably already saw me have my little meltdown, okay? And I got a little bold with my words, okay? So listen, again, use me as a cautionary tale or an example, all right? If you know, you know. If you don't worry about it, okay? You guys, on March the 5th, Mercury, that's going to be in Aries now, is going to sextile Pluto that's in Aquarius, okay? So if you've been sitting around, if you've been waiting for the right moment to pitch some type of idea, if you've been waiting on having like a certain conversation, an important conversation, or you've been trying to like convince somebody of your vision, this is the day, okay? This is your day, Cancer. You're naturally persuasive right now, and people are listening to you, okay? So use this energy wisely, whether it's in your career, whether it's in your personal relationships, or whether this is like you making a business move, okay? March 7th, you know, the sun is in Pisces. It's going to trine Mars that's still in our sign, Cancer. At least it's not retrograde, but it's still in our sign, okay? And again, this is just kind of confirmation for you that this is going to be your moment. This week is your moment, Cancer, okay? Confidence is on your side. If you feel like you've been dragging your feet on a project or applying for a new job or making some type of big decision, this is your green light. Give me the green light. This is going to be it, okay? So I need you to take action and trust that you are being supported this week, okay? This transit is going to be a reminder that when you believe in yourself, doors will open for you, Cancer, all right? And like I said, we're going to have anything that goes on with that moon, Cancer, we need to be aware of it. It's important to us. It impacts us because we are ruled by the moon. We're having these 4 void of course moons this month, and this is a very ultra rare kind of lunar void that is going to make things a little tricky to kind of gain momentum. So don't get discouraged if you feel a little stuck or uncertain. That's okay, Cancer. These are going to be the times where you're just going to take a little bit of pause, a little bit of time to pause, kind of sit back, reflect, and allow divine timing to unfold as well, okay? So just keep that in mind when you are moving forward or pushing forward, okay? But before I'm going to move into your tarot reading, you guys, I do want to mention, if you are a Cancer, I got to mention it one last time because This is like the final count. It's the final countdown, okay? If you are a Cancer who is ready to take your spiritual gifts and your financial success to the next level, my Cancer Spiritual CEO Masterclass is almost sold out, you guys. This is going to be your last chance to grab a seat before it is gone, okay? If you've ever wanted to turn your natural, intuitive gifts into a thriving business, this is your opportunity, Cancer, okay? I'm going to be leaving the link below down in the comment section, in the description box. If I can remember, I'll drop it here. You guys, I don't want you to miss out, okay? Definitely take advantage. I'm doing this first for my Cancers at a very discounted rate, and then the next time you see it again, it'll be for everybody in very different pricing, okay? So I'm doing it for my Cancers because it's like we homies, y'all fam, y'all get the family discount, okay? So get into it. I'm gonna take care of my Cancers first. I would love to have you guys there, okay? I absolutely want to see everyone who desires to thrive with their spiritual gifts, especially financially, for them to do so. So if that is something that interests you, Cancer, beat me there, okay? March 8th. Get the information down in the description box below, all right? But let's get into, let's see what the cards have to say about how these energies are going to play out for us this week, Cancer. Let's see, get deeper insight about this upcoming week for my lovely Cancers. Ooh. Thank you for clear, accurate messages. Ooh, and I just caught 6:30. So, excuse me. I just caught 6:30, you guys. So, shout out to the people that are born on June 30th. That's my birthday. But we had Family Tree want to come out real slick, quick like, okay? And I love that this energy is showing up. I feel like there's something, again, about the tree. And I feel like this was last week, and I think something... I think someone put down in my comment section about being like tree hugging. That could definitely be significant to some of you. But I definitely feel like the foundation of a tree, or just like how you're, you know, how a tree, like, just think of all the qualities about a tree, and I just feel like that's kind of symbolic of Cancer and what you've been through. You've been able to withstand a whole lot of different seasons, okay? But we have Family Tree popping out, and I feel like definitely relationships around your family could be very significant this week. And I feel that in a good way, in the sense that there could be some healing that happens. There could even be an addition to your family, or your family could be expanding by way of a new relationship starting. So that's interesting too. I'm gonna read the additional message, but it talks about legacy. So, and I feel like there is this energy, Cancer, where you may be kind of, you know, Cancer, because we are kind of the mom zodiac, we do kind of carry the burden of kind of making sure everyone is okay and taking care of everyone. And I feel like you could definitely, your legacy and what you're leaving behind and how you're caring for the people that you love could definitely be heavy on your mind as you come into this week, all right? I love that expansion is here, because like I said, y'all, you know, like, I feel like honestly, this is the week, this is the month, this is the final, like, kind of preparation phase to get ready for Jupiter coming in and expanding in your life. So definitely, if you're not like giving birth to it now, this is definitely planting that seed so that that tree can grow, okay? So it says that this tree represents the lineage of a family with a baby and swaddling, hanging from one branch, and a couple standing under another. This signifies an expansion of your family, perhaps through marriage, all right, the coming of a child, or both. It could also herald an increase in family celebrations or connections with close friends. A reunion, a wedding, or some holiday gathering may be coming up. Whether it's a big personal change, such as the birth of a child, or a shared event like a birthday party, let yourself welcome the experience, Cancer, okay? Embrace a growing sense of family within your friends as well. The love that you bring to each relationship is a part of your energetic legacy now and for generations to come. And so this definitely makes sense with the energy of Venus kind of being retrograde, and relationships kind of being, you know, on your mind in the forefront. This could definitely be family relationships. There could be some dynamics with family and money that is popping up this week as well. I feel like, you know, you could some of you could resonate where you're making like big changes about how your family is changing. This could even be looking like caring for an elder person in your family or something like that, or someone that is maybe even sick too. But I definitely like this energy of expansion for us in regards of like kind of this foundation, this tree energy, right? So let's see. Ooh. Let's look at the potential challenge for the upcoming week. What is a potential challenge for Cancer this upcoming week, Spirit? What potential challenges? Oh, okay, so you, okay, honey. It went flying. It's the 8 of Cups that came flying out. So some of you, I feel like could even be kind of like separating from family, but also this feels like going in search with the 8 of Cups too. This feels like going in search for family. And so when I say family in this sense, I don't mean just like blood, you know, people that you're related to. This feels like soul family, people that are meant to be your family in regards to like spirit. Okay, like I said, if there's any like domestic disputes that's going on in the family, especially maybe like around money, that could be something that's popping up this week, where there's either a healing happening, or you know, it's kind of like a closure, like an ending happening around that. Okay, and I feel like too, there's a desire, Cancer. I feel that, you know, some of you may be definitely motivated by kind of leaving a legacy that your family can be proud of, or like kind of moving towards maybe even like generational wealth. That could be something that's on your mind when it comes to it. It just feels like you're thinking about more, you're seeking more, and so that could kind of be the challenge, right? When you're seeking more and not necessarily in your comfort zone of feeling at home, because definitely in this 8 of Cups we speak about leaving home, right? Or leaving where you're comfortable, leaving your family, quote unquote, and kind of going in search of new adventures. What you are, this could definitely be a spiritual quest. This could be you choosing to make some type of big life change, whether that's moving, a change in your priorities. Definitely, I feel like there could be some adjustments, okay? But there's something that Spirit is asking you to kind of like leave behind. I'm also hearing that choose your battles wisely. I'm hearing that because look, the 2 of Cups was definitely here as the underlying energy. So there is some type of connection between, there could definitely be some type of connection. There could be needing to be some type of communication between you and another person, and this could definitely be romantic, but again, this could definitely be in regards to family. Okay, some of you could be thinking about like if you need to give up on a person or not give up on family. Some of you, like I said, remember even the energy of with Mercury doing what it's doing as far as moving into Aries, like this is going to be a great time to kind of assert yourself. Maybe some of you are doing something like against the grain in your family, right? Or that's what you're desiring. It's kind of like now is your time to kind of step out on that and claim that. Like you are being very much supported in that sense now too. Okay, there could be some ideals too that you're having to leave behind in this 8 of Cups, right? Yeah, but I do, for the most part, I'm gonna tell you this. I feel like whatever conflict is happening in a connection, whether it be family, whatever, I feel like there's going to be some healing around it. I feel like that's a big theme, healing or forgiveness around situations of that nature. Some of you could definitely, because you're able to like separate from family and like maybe move into your own space where you create home, there's then there's able to be some healing where there was maybe division while everyone was under the same roof. However that's resonating for you in your life, but I do feel like there's going to be some healing for for you this week, Cancer, in regards to maybe even, like I said, a financial situation. I feel like this weekend, the 8th and the 9th are going to be very significant days this week too. And so that's right after all of the things kind of are happening with Mercury moving into Aries. So definitely keep your eye out for the 8th and the 9th, Cancer. I'm going to pull one more. Oh, where'd my deck go? Let's look and see what we need to be aware of this week. Let's pull something that we don't see coming that we need to be aware of this week, Spirit. Unseen blessing, something we are not aware of this week. Ooh. And be mindful of yeah, Cancer, just be mindful of like family dynamics and money. Make sure that everything that you know or everything that you're hearing is on the up and up. There could be some deception around that. There could be some argument around that, some type of conflicts around something that comes up around that. Be very mindful of that, especially when it comes to what am I hearing, like inheritance or something like that. Yeah. What is something that we don't see, need to know, or be aware of this upcoming week, Spirit? What does Cancer need to be aware of? So look, the 5 of Wands is coming out, and see, that's what I'm definitely talking about. The with this 5 of Wands energy, you could definitely feel kind of, quote unquote, for lack of better words, a little bit combative. And I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you that there could definitely be conflicts, you know, with people that have a difference of opinions. This is time for you to kind of stand up for your opinion's sake. This could definitely be against people that you feel like are family, or blood family. Okay, this could definitely be in a sense of a spiritual shift. Okay, Cancer, because I feel like, you know, a lot of Cancers can definitely relate to being spiritually awakened. Okay. And you may have definitely kind of shifted to find some type of unity with a new spiritually minded community that may not be your blood family. Okay, I feel like you're moving into your soul family. Okay, you're going to be spiritually aligned with people that you're going to feel like is family. Okay, and these people are going to help you along your path to reach your destiny, Cancer. Okay, I definitely feel like someone's going against the grain. It's like your family traditionally does this, traditionally believes this, and this week is one where you're like a contrarian. You're going against that. Okay, you're doing what's best for you. And with the 5 of Wands, like, that's what, when I said that, I was hearing like choose your battles wisely. Definitely make sure that you're choosing your battles wisely. Okay, you want to walk away from the drama unless the situation is absolutely worth your time. So pick and choose your battles wisely this week, okay? Because, yeah, it's time for you to stand up for yourself, Cancer. I feel like, especially with kind of Mercury moving into this Aries energy, this fiery energy, you could feel very ambitious. And I feel like that's going to be very important for your legacy. And I think that you're thinking about, you know, what you're leaving behind and, you know, the mark that you're making on the world. I feel like you're getting very serious about that. And that's why I'm saying that you spiritually align. When you're thinking like that, when you're on that kind of wavelength, you're not going to be just able to talk to any and everybody. And even people that are your blood family, they may not be able to relate. Okay. You could definitely be going on a spiritual quest that could feel very lonely. Okay, it could be taking you away from your comfort zone of your family, Cancer, but that is your way of expansion. All right, and I feel like there is something that maybe it's like, okay, if other people don't know all the details. All right, it's like, you know when they say don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Yeah, I feel like that about some situation, okay? And this was a number 14 card. 1 and 4 is 5, okay? And then the 5 of Wands came out. So I do feel like, Cancer, for some reason, I am feeling like there could be something that comes up with family. There could be shifts that happen with responsibilities when it comes to finances with family this week. So be mindful of that. That could be where some of this conflict shows up. And then I'm not, you know, trying to say that, oh my gosh, you're going to have a miserable week because you're having conflict. It's just that, no, there's going to be some type of friction or something that comes up where it needs to be addressed or it's going to be brought up. Okay. But remember, again, I do feel like you're going to be turning your back on a conversation. It's just it's not spiritually aligned. I'm going to tell you, okay, look, the 2 of Cups is right behind it too. So this could be family, romantic, however it resonates. This is someone that feels like family. Okay. And I feel like, you know, you're gonna have to kind of really sit and reevaluate, you know, how you feel about this person, this relationship. There could be some conflict that comes up around, you know, what you feel like you all should do versus not doing, you know, around your beliefs. There could be definitely, you know what this is kind of giving me the vibe of, honestly, it's like you could be in a relationship with someone, right? And y'all could have both like started out being like the same quote unquote religion or whatever, right? And then like somebody has had an awakening and now they're kind of like a different person and they believe something different spiritually. And so now, you know, not that that changes how you care about a person, but that definitely is going to change dynamics in the relationship. And so this could be, you know, some of those are going to be petty and not worth having, you know, any type of really discourse over. Some of those are going to be very much not petty and ones that you need to have very deep conversations over, okay? But remember to and at the end of the day, like I said, I feel like if there is anything that kind of goes left, there's going to be healing, there's going to be forgiveness that happens. So, you know, keep that in mind. But if you have a goal that you're like trying to like, and that was the energy that we talked about with Mercury and Aries kind of sextiling Pisces or Pluto and Aquarius right now, where I was talking about you're just gonna be naturally persuasive. Okay, this is gonna be the day or the time to kind of get people on board, which could be very good for you, Cancer. But there could still be that one rotten apple, that one person that just doesn't, you know. And it's like, do you leave the 1,000 to 10 to the 1? You know, that's where you're gonna have to weigh it out. That's where you're gonna have to weigh it out and make some really important decisions. Okay, but this is a week, definitely I feel like you're gonna be vocal and standing up for yourself, honey. Ask me how I know, because honey, I had got on here trying to stand up for myself. Okay, so yeah, you could definitely find yourself kind of you know, at a little odds, okay, in regards to that, Cancer. But just be mindful, you know, like I said, don't let people with opposing opinions stop you from moving forward on what you know your path is, because you're being spiritually led, okay? And for some reason, I don't know, this could resonate. Maybe you're having conflict with a father, or something's going on with like a father figure. I also am picking up this energy like father, because, you know, like the father, quote unquote, is like the provider, like the stability of the family or whatever. So Cancer, you could feel like that. That's what it could be too. Because Cancer, for some of you could resonate with being like the financial foundation of your family, and that could be shifting and changing. And not to say that you're like losing money or whatever, but some of you could definitely be shifting to where you don't believe, you know, there's something that has changed in regards of how you handle people in relationships and your finances, especially your family. And, you know, the switch up, the change could be shocking to other people. And, you know, they could be trying to create drama, but it's not really necessary, right? I'm going to pull some additional insight for this upcoming week. So yeah, look, news is popping out. Expect important information to come soon. This could come in the form of disclosing secrets, confessions, apologies, explanations, or personal hopes and dreams of the future. This may include receiving communication from someone you are no longer in communication with. That could definitely be the thing. It's like there could be some past energy coming back around, y'all, because I'm sure we're in shadow period of Mercury's retrograde, all right? So be ready and pay attention to the signs. This could be past people that felt like family, right? But I do feel like there's going to be some type of news or communication that happens this week where, like, yeah, it's getting some stuff off your chest, all right? Getting some stuff off your chest. So definitely pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. There's no coincidence that's happening this week. What else does Cancer need to know for this upcoming week, Spirit? Woo. So we have coherence, all right? So look, like attracts like. You are becoming coherent to the vibrations of others, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and even physically. You are sharing the vibrations of others. Be selective with who you allow in your sphere. family, okay? You know how if you go to a hospital and you visiting somebody, they say like next to kin, it gotta be, yeah, it need to be that. It need to be important, okay? You want to protect yourself from any toxicity. All right, thoughts and emotions can bleed through. We are all interconnected. Energy is shared. And some of you, I feel like there is going to be a lack of coherence in a moment for you. And so, yeah, it could be, you know, where there's opposites, like attracts like, but there's some opposing energy that's happening this week, Cancer. And that is just, you know, don't take it personally. That is just helping you spiritually align with where you're supposed to be, who you're supposed to be with. For some of you, this could look like a past energy coming back in for you all to reconcile. That's what I was talking about, the forgiveness. There is some forgiveness or emotional healing that's happening for a Cancer. Possibly if you were dealing with the air sign, very much a masculine air sign. This could be a father too, okay, that I was saying. There could be some type of reconciliation that's happening, okay? You have the options, okay? You do have the option to accept or reject the offer, whatever. But expect some type of apology, expect some type of explanation. I do feel like there's a sense of sincerity, okay? This will be a really good time to let go of any grudges, Cancer, okay? And because I feel like this will aid in the healing. I definitely, at the end of the day, like I said, I feel the energy of healing, okay? So openness, honesty, and gentleness are going to help you kind of get to that place this week to start over, rebuild, reconcile. And reconcile doesn't mean, hey, we back besties, we back together. Reconcile just means that that stuff that you were holding on to, you're able to get back on the same page. You know, the grudge is over with. It's just kind of like, for lack of better words, it's indifference. But I do feel like this news or this communication could definitely come from them as well. You know, you could hear something about them this week. It's funny, y'all, because definitely it's like you could think about this person and they could like pop up. Do y'all have that power? I swear I have that power. Like I can literally think about you and then like in my reality, y'all will pop up. Like it be happening with my clients, like people in general. Like literally, if you fall on my mind, I'm gonna have to reach out to you or you'll be popping up on me anyway. It's like I got that kind of power. But anywho, let's pull a card for your love. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and let's see what's the energy guiding Cancer in love this week. What's going on in Cancer's love life, love and relationship message for Cancer. So look, we got soulmate showing up. So I am definitely seeing some of you may have a connection with a soulmate or someone that you felt like was a soulmate. Some of you, I feel like, are getting a second chance. Maybe you ran or the person ran before things got serious, whatever it is. Maybe they even, I feel like, yeah, someone that you known from like a past, even like a past lifetime could definitely be bringing you some type of like news. Okay. But I feel like there was a fear of intimacy, or someone maybe ran away, or there was just some turmoil in the relationship, and some of you may get a second chance. And I see soulmates as more than just in love, you know, even though I am asking about your love and relationship energy. But then again, you know, relationships are more than just romantic. They can definitely be platonic, family, your soul vibe. So I'm definitely seeing soul connections. Okay. That's what's happening this week. So anything that's not coming together in a relationship, anything where you're not feeling 100% on it, that's spirit trying to confirm to you and let you know that this is not a soul aligned partnership, connection. Okay. Some of you definitely could have some like past life karma that you're having to work out with a soulmate, or like I said, a family member, whoever this is. But I do feel like they are important to your life and how, but you know, definitely just be mindful, y'all. Look, the past is really relevant this week, but just be mindful with money matters and family and friends or whatever this week, Cancer. Be very, because I'm feeling a funny little energy about, because it's almost like two, Cancer, like you could have some type of news that you share. Because I feel like for some of you could be having some type of news that you share with family or friends or whatever that calls for some type of celebration. But you want to be very mindful. Everyone may not be happy for you. There could be some envy energy around you. So just be mindful of that. But let's pull a card for the energy surrounding your money, career this week. Excuse me. Energy guiding Cancer's finances and career this upcoming week, Spirit. So, yeah, look at that. Leadership, Cancer. And I feel like this was the same card that popped out last week. So, again, Cancer, Spirit is confirming to you that you're going on these spiritual quests. You are being asked to step up to be a leader, okay? It's time to step into a leadership role in your own life. You are the one that gets to craft your life the way that you want it, Cancer. Okay, if there is an opportunity where you are being asked to kind of step up, you can expect to succeed and know that your finances will greatly improve as a result of it. So in this 8 of Cups, you know, because like the leaders, you know, you have to kind of sacrifice sometimes not being with your family or whatever. So I feel like for some of you, you could resonate where there is going to be an opportunity that may take you out of your comfort zone or away from your family, where Spirit is asking you to step in and be a leader, okay? There's a lot of responsibility, heavy the head that wears a crown, all right? But I do feel like, Cancer, there is something like you are supposed to be lead, and I feel like, you know, you're the leader in your family as well. Again, that's what I'm saying about your finances. It feels like, Cancer, you are maybe like the leader of your family in regards to finances, and so there could definitely be something that changes with that dynamic this week. I'm gonna pull one more for money and career this week for Cancer. So, yeah, look, we got unexpected that's popping out. So, and I feel like prepare for some type of, so it says, you know, to kind of prepare for an unexpected loss. But I feel like the unexpected loss is not necessarily financially because you're losing money. I feel like the unexpected loss is because there could be some type of conflict that comes up because of money and you're not expecting that, okay? There could be some type of, I feel like there could be some type of financial crisis that a family member or something is dealing with, or something of that matter for you, and it's like they look to you to kind of control the outcome, okay? And I also feel like too there could be, you know, just some unexpected shifts or probabilities that happening, and that's why Spirit is asking you to lead up, to step up and be the leader for your family, okay? To deal with, you're gonna be the one to be able to deal with things the best head on and really try to prepare everyone. So that's why, and I feel like this unexpected is with the news. There could be some unexpected news around your finances that pop up, but I definitely feel like at the end of it, it is giving healing, progression. So that's really good vibes. Let's pull a final message for the week. Final message for Cancers for this week. Popping all out. Life isn't a sprint, Cancer. It's a long race, and you're not in it just to win, okay? So definitely believe in yourself as you're, you know, trying to carry out your dreams, moving towards your passion, your destiny, Cancer. Know that things may not happen very quickly. It's not a sprint, it's a long marathon, okay? And so that's why I feel like Spirit is saying, like, look, you're leading the pack in regards to that, and don't think about comparing your timeline or trajectory to anyone else, Cancer, all right? This is a really powerful week for setting the tone for the rest of 2025. You are being pushed to really step into your confidence, Cancer. This is a time to take bold action, and trust me, the timing of the universe, even if things feel unpredictable, to take these actions, all right? Stay grounded, stay intentional, and most importantly, trust yourself, Cancer, all right? If you want to go even deeper, definitely make sure that you check out my link in the description box for private or personal readings, you guys. My free 2025 Cancer Alignment Planner and the Cancer Spiritual CEO class to prepare you to step into your gifts and your power and get paid for it. All of those links are going to be down in the description box below. You guys, talk to me in the comment section. Let me know what area of your life feels like it's on this verge of a breakthrough. I would love to hear your thoughts. Make sure you drop them in my comment section below. I'll be responding to as many comments as I can, you guys. I'm on a mission to spread love, okay? Spread love. So if you are partnering with me on that mission, or you support it, or you reciprocate it, drop me a yellow heart down in the comment section as well, just to let me know that you made it all the way to the end, that you're spreading love, and then I charge you to go out and share it in the world, y'all. Each one teach one. If we want things to change, we got to start being the change, right? So definitely hope that my love is felt. I hope that you all have a great week, okay? Make sure that you're staying tuned throughout the week. Make sure you're subscribed, turn on your notification bell, because it's always about my cancers over here, okay? But in the meantime, my loves, in between time, until next time, I love you.